pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's August 25th for the Mitchell County Board of Supervisors meeting. You guys looked at your agenda.
I'll approve the agenda.
Second?
Any further discussion? Without any, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is approved. And then minutes, and have you both looked at claims? I have, And I already asked my questions.
So moved.
I will second that.
Okay, without further discussion, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Claims and minutes are approved. County attorney, please. Mark, are you on the line?
Mark, you there?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you have any?
I don't have anything unless you have questions for me.
I have none.
No, none today. Okay, well, thank you for
Thank you,
being
Mark.
there.
Thank you, Mark.
All right.
All right, we need to discuss a resolution. 1068-20. This is concerning the COVID funds that we will be receiving. The governor has informed us that we'll receive so much money, which we talked about the amounts last week. This resolution is basically saying that the funds will be spent the way they're supposed to be, and that Mitchell County would be liable for any repayment or any penalties and interest if they would discover that we were spending on something that was not on their list for what it could be used for COVID. So could I have a motion, excuse me, for stating that all these reimbursements, that we would be doing it the way we're supposed to be doing it?
I move to approve resolution 1068-20.
Second?
Any further discussion? Let's do roll call. Steve?
Aye.
Stan?
Aye.
Myself, aye. Resolution is approved. Sheriff?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, didn't even see you come in.
Snuck in.
Do you have something for us today?
Not a lot, just an update on our process of taking applications for the clerk's position. We have 26 applications as of today's date, and it'll run the rest this week until Monday the 31st at 4 p.m. A lot of interest, a lot of highly educated, well-qualified people.
Nice.
And I'd like to hire all 26, but unfortunately that's not going to happen.
Wow, good
But we
one.
do have some good people to choose from all over the county, so we'll continue to look at those and try and whittle it down and hire the best person out of that applicant pool, so that's good news. We're not out.
That
trying to
is
find
nice that
someone.
you're getting good applications.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, it is, so,
So just a reminder, make sure that you notify each one of us a week before you announce it, so that we.
I'll send you an email.
Yeah, so that we have a chance. I mean, I don't think we have a problem, but, we don't
I'll
want
send
to have
you.
one of us say that.
Yep, not a problem. Other than that, I guess I don't have anything. I think the main run went okay. I didn't hear any complaints when I came in Monday morning. I think they had a lot of runners and went well, so.
Yeah, I haven't heard yet how many.
83-ish,
Okay,
so.
well, considering,
It was surprising where they all came from.
Well,
North Carolina, Michigan, Illinois, Texas, Oklahoma.
yeah, so a lot of those folks, I think some of the runs that they typically, or marathons that they typically participate in were canceled. they have enough interest to drive across the country to run here, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, that's excellent.
I don't have anything else unless people here have questions for me, or you guys have complaints that I don't know about.
I have nothing.
Thank you. All right.
How many?
We have 4.
Four? Four.
They're long-termers. We're holding 2 for Floyd County, and then, drug charge, that type of stuff, so, yep.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sheriff.
thank
You're
you.
welcome. Yeah.
County Engineer, Rich, are you on the line?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Not a whole lot. The main to main went really well for us, it seemed like. Got a good shot of rain early in the morning when we were setting signs up, so that was interesting. But since we've got the moisture now, the blades are out, kind of blading roads again, trying to utilize the moisture that's in them. The one thing, only thing I've got is the old excavator, our original excavator that we've had here for years, is kind of on the fritz again. I don't think we're going to stick any more money into the old thing. It's been a nickel and dime thing for quite a while, so once I get my hand work finalized, I got some numbers to work out with the treasurer's office and the auditor's office yet, but once I get that, I'll know where we're at, and it might be time to look at maybe possibly getting a mid-sized machine or a smaller excavator for some smaller work instead of having 2 big machines running around. So it's something we'll evaluate here once I know where our dollars are. But other than that, everything's going well. We're still putting pipe in the ground, and like I said, we're blading roads and trying to shape things back up now that we've got a little bit of moisture.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for him?
No.
Not right off, no.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
A smaller excavator, that sounds interesting. That's a possibility. Okay, thank you. Commercial incentive programs. Tony,
Right here.
you wanna?
We have 5 applications in front of you today. Lynn Heeman, L&R Builders, has been working with the city of Osage to do a small development over by the airport on Chase Street. And so he has put in 5 applications for 5 new spec homes. I think you'll be pleased with these. These spec homes are probably more what was originally envisioned. They're lower price point, and they are meant to be attractive to young families and elderly alike. There'll be 0 entry, so they should be a good long-term of life use for a number of different people. So, and they're definitely in the lower range of the houses that have been brought before us for this program. So I think this is probably what everyone had more in mind when their program was initially envisioned. So hopefully these are ones that you'll like. These are all 3-bedroom homes, valued at about $180,000, and so he's requesting $30,000 per, so it'd be $150,000 total.
And they are 2-car garages.
Correct.
Yeah, I was really pleased because these are gonna be more affordable. They are on a slab,
Modest homes, but nice looking.
but nice size. I think they were like a little under 2,000 square feet maybe.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty excited about them. Okay, do you guys wanna make a motion to
Just
approve
out of
these?
curiosity, how much money is left in the fund then?
With this, we'll be just over 400,000. So, yeah, and I gave poor Stan a heart attack. He asked me earlier, and I told him 600. He thought I meant $600.
Oh,
I dropped a 0 when I typed my email, so I apologize for that.
And then decimal points anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that means, 400,000 after the
After
the mayor project
too,
too.
right.
Okay,
yeah. So that would be, yeah, I think we talked 416 last
Right,
night.
right.
Yeah. So I think that's like 15 houses or
Approximately,
if you
yeah,
divide it by the 30.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, so, I'd like to see some new people come forward and try for it. Okay, so, somebody wanna make a motion to approve?
so move.
And I'll second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
The applications are approved. Okay, items of note, meetings.
Well, could you include the mayor one then too, Tony?
I'm sorry?
Did-
Oh, in talking with Roger, we have a mix-up on the parcel number, so he's not in a big rush, so we're gonna put it off till next week.
Okay,
Yeah, we did discuss that one, we just gotta get some numbers straightened out. I wanted to clarify, because last week I suggested if people wanted to use, I think I said that you could use the Dropbox for voting. Well, right after that, the Secretary of State said that they do not recommend using the Dropbox this year. So if you're concerned about mailing, it was recommended by the political mail coordinators of the Hawkeye District to take your ballot to the post office and ask the clerk to round stamp it in front of you if you're really that concerned. Meetings attended, economic development, and of course we discussed the incentive program. Osage is actually short on available houses now, and I believe that's going on in the entire county. Amazingly, all those ones that were for sale, even your second-story homes there's not much left.
well, if I can interject right now, basically, I think we can come up with a program. I'm working right now with John Danos, bond attorney, and Joe Myrie from NICOG, and we're gonna have a conference call with Tony and me and Friday afternoon at 1:30. I think there's a way that we can actually come up with some new subdivisions that the county will fund, and yet again, it will not cost the county any money, because we're just a pass-through. And this would considerably assist in the new housing, the shortage of the new housing. And I know I've gotten concerns from Superintendent Schwaman of housing, the same with the hospital and that, and so I will be trying to work on a program here, and so that after the first of the year, we can
Keep us updated
Yep.
on what you're thinking, and obviously that will be for the new supervisors to make a decision on.
Yep.
Tracy, who is assistant at economic development, her husband fell off and broke both wrists really badly. And he basically can do nothing, and they're just coming into harvest season and all that. And they're involved in many things. So Tracy offered to give her notice because she will need 2 months off. But we voted to grant her a leave of absence instead. And then the previous gal that worked there, Jessica, we'll ask her or someone else if they could possibly fill in just to do the FEMC stuff, and Tony's gonna try to handle everything else. So, and I heard that the dollar store is only gonna take like 6 weeks and be done maybe in their new location. I think that's about all I have for you on that. And then Northeast Iowa Workforce Development had a meeting, and they discussed the shared liability agreement update. I believe that's the one that you'll be getting, Lowell, for the county staff to sign. We talked about the fiscal agent, which is probably out of Waterloo, that there's going to be a training for fiscal agents September 16th. We discussed our bylaws, and the service that we provide for Title I youth, adult, and dislocated programs. We talked about their timeline, and that'll all be posted somewhere around September. And that's all I've got.
That's your meetings then, Bud?
Yep.
Okay. I had an FMC DCAT Governance Board meeting. course, everything's done over the phone, so you don't see who's all there. We approved agenda, approved previous meeting minutes. And first thing up, we discussed transfer letter of FMC mentoring to P4C. And there was action held on that, and the motion was carried. This was sent to the board chair for signature, and again, we weren't together at a meeting, so it had to be sent to her. Next discussed was the mentoring RFP, and there was action on that. The board made a motion to keep the language, and the RFP was be the same as previously decided in July. Next discussed was integrated mental health bids, and the coordinator sent bids to Turning Leaf Counseling, Pathways, and Anastasia Counseling Services. Discussed a life skills RFP update, and there are no bids. No one threw anything in on that at all as of this meeting, so we're gonna try again with that. Anyways, with that, everything discussed, we adjourned. So, Stanley?
I just had the NICOG meeting where we had the 10 applications for being the director. We went through the applications and that and narrowed it down to we're going to interview 3 this next week. And if one of those 3 turned us down, we had a 4th person then that we were willing to interview because we want to do 3 interviews. And so we think we have some good candidates. Of course, it's like always, people can really do well on a application and they don't do so well, and then vice versa, people really
Exactly.
do poorly on an application
Yeah.
and they're really turn out to be a really valuable employee. So I mean, you know, but in any event, we had quite a discussion on it, and we're narrowed it down to 3. So next Wednesday, I will be at Mason City with interviewing all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's quite a responsibility when you're trying to get the best person, especially if you have 3 good ones. It makes it all the harder.
Yeah. And so that was the only.
Okay, all right. Manure management. Oh,
Growth Farms, 4450 Jersey Avenue, St. Ansgar. Cooper Hog Site 1, 1960 410th Street, Osage. Cooper Hog Site 3, 4186 Kirkwood Avenue, Osage. And the Roddick Fisher Farm at 4437 Underwood Avenue in Riceville.
Now, the Mitchell County Treasurer's annual tax sale for 2020, did you want to explain that, or was Shannon gonna come?
I don't know if she was coming down or not.
It's just basically been postponed till that next June.
Yeah, so it's just a.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask, it's just delayed, right?
I think that's what, yeah, what it said here.
It's not excused or whatever, it's just
No.
delayed.
Right.
Okay, all right, that's all I wanted to double check on. The transfer of funds,
Yeah, we've got 2 of them here. It's actually to make a couple corrections. We worked with our auditing firm on this, so it's just
good,
on that.
all right. So, do you need an approval or anything?
No,
Okay, thanks for informing us.
you're welcome.
Okay, do we have any public comment today?
I
Okay.
would want to inform
Go
the
ahead.
board that I've been working with county conservation with the can thing, and last week I hauled 2 loads to a redemption center, and today I'm gonna haul another load up there. And it looks like already I got about 5 hours worth of sorting. I was all caught up on Friday morning, and looking at the 2 bins, I got already about 5 hours worth of sorting again to do. And it's getting to be 8 to 10 hours a week of just sorting cans so that we can take them to a redemption center, because you gotta get the glass out and you gotta,
Yeah, yikes, that's getting to be time consuming for you.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you. Okay, I guess we'll call this a meeting adjourned then.